A game changer is an idea or event that significantly changes the way we do things or think about things. Originally, formal education itself was a game changer because it became compulsory for children working in factories to learn so that they could do their jobs better, and eventually education became a way to build a skilled workforce that could do more work smarter. In the last 200 years, not much has changed. Our classrooms, despite modern technology, still resemble factory assembly lines. It is sometimes said that the best candle maker in the world would not be the one to invent the light bulb. This is really because when we are specialists in our discipline, we are not necessarily aware of developments outside our discipline. And also, we find it increasingly difficult to think outside the boundaries of our discipline. For this reason, innovation often comes from the fringes of a discipline rather than its core. While sustained innovation is a hallmark of every discipline, disruptive innovation is much more rare and harder to achieve because it does not merely improve on an existing product, it completely displaces it with novel assumptions. Disruptive innovations are usually game changers. Technology is a source of sustained innovation in education and has been for a number of years. As educational technologies continue developing, they trigger innovation in education because they permit us to improve and enhance our teaching. COVID-19 has been a game changer for many sectors, particularly for education, because it changed significantly the way we do teaching and learning. However, it can only be viewed as a source of disruptive innovation if it also changes the game for how we think about education. If, as Plutarch says, the mind is not a vessel to be filled but a fire to be kindled, I think we all agree that the factory model of education is in need of some serious disruptive innovation if it is to become the game changer it once was 200 years ago. To answer the question of what disruptive education could look like, we have to start with the kind of world we think we are preparing our children for. The world our education system is currently preparing them for does not exist anymore. Agenda 2063 and the Sustainable Development Goals provide some social, economic, and environmental indicators that suggest that we want a world where humans can live in harmony with nature and with one another. What role will humans play in reaching these goals as the world becomes increasingly volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous? What skills will they need? How do we prepare them for this future? Disruptive innovations have impact because they shape the future rather than trying to predict it. How will we shape the future through education? The answer will have disruptive implications for the learning experiences we design. What do children really need to learn? How will we shape the future through the learning priorities we create today? How do we design educational experiences that kindle the fire so that children will want to learn independently? Agreement is mounting that our current educational practices do anything but kindle a fire in the belly of children. If education is to be a game changer, then those of us who perpetrate this crime have to repent and change our ways. The world is our teacher. Learning does not happen in a classroom only. It happens anywhere, everywhere, and all the time, and from multiple sources. Nothing is sacred or untouchable. How do we turn the concept of teaching on its head? What should classrooms be for? What are teachers there for? Technology will not be a game changer if all we do is taking what we do in class online and we don't change how we think about what we do. We owe it to ourselves to question deeply what we are busy with, disrupt as best we can this mediocre and outdated factory model of education that we perpetrate, and challenge ourselves to do better, not only for the sake of our children, but for the sake of humanity.